African News, a live broadcast from Canada, and you're welcome. My name is Sandra Asante. Now, top stories. U.S. pushes Ethiopia over humanitarian disaster. South Africa and Kenya telecom firms bid for Ethiopian markets. Chad's opposition calls for protest. Internet cuts in Chad and French flags burned. This and many more after the break. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back with more. You're welcome back from the break. Now to our first story. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has urged Ethiopia to address what he describes as impending humanitarian disaster in the northern region of Tigray. In a phone call with Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, he said troops from neighboring Eritrea should be withdrawn immediately in full and in a verifiable manner. He expressed concerns about ethnic tension elsewhere in the country. The Ethiopian government hasn't said anything about the call yet. The State Department spokesperson Ned Price said that during the conversation with Minister Abiy Ahmed, the Secretary of State has stressed his support for Ethiopia, but also expressed concerns about human rights abuses in Tigray. He said although the Eritrean government has said that it would withdraw its troops and hadn't actually done so, we have heard the Eritrean government's public statement that it will withdraw its forces from Tigray, but that must still be implemented in practice. There is no evidence that such withdrawal is underway, and any such withdrawal must be immediate and verifiable, he said. Mr. Blinken's comment may dampen the mood inside Ethiopian government as they happen on the same day the government announced with great fanfare the interest of the international telecom giants to enter Africa's biggest untapped market. The Secretary's comment also served as a reminder that the conflict in Tigray began almost 6 months ago and that there isn't still an end in sight. To our next story, giant telecom operators from the UK, South Africa, Kenya and Japan are bidding to enter Ethiopia's untapped telecom market. The country's finance ministry announced on Monday that it received 2 bids from South Africa's MTN Group and consortium that includes Kenya's Safaricom as it works to open telecom markets to international operators. The consortium also includes Vodafone and CTC companies from the UK, South African's Vodacom and Japanese firm Sumitomo. The ministry also posted the announcement on Twitter, saying he was delighted to have received the bids from the nationwide telecom service licenses from 2 giant telecom operators. Financial and technical assessment of the bid will be done by a national evaluation committee. Opening up the telecom market was one of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's pledges of economic reform when he was in power 3 years ago. We now move to Chad. The opposition in Chad has urged the public to turn up on Tuesday for a protest against ruling military council. The chairman of the Transformators Party, Success Masra, and other members of the Wakit Tama coalition want an inclusive dialogue and transfer of power to civilians. The military council on Monday appointed a civilian Prime Minister Albert Bihimi Padake, who had once been in the same post under President Derby's. But the opposition want a fully civilian government. The coalition members and civil society organizations met on Monday morning, French public broadcaster RFI reported. Chad's President Idriss Deby died on the battlefield a week ago, and the military council led by his son took over. To our final story, the Jamena sky this morning was filled with smoke as protesters burned tires and French flags. Their rallying cry is the dissolution of the Transitional Military Council. They are also calling for an inclusive dialogue that should result in free, fair, and transparent election. The military junta has opted to use force. Several people said they saw riot police and element of the presidential guard in the neighborhoods. They entered houses in search of possible demonstrators. The internet has also been cut off to limit the flow of information. The rising tension amplifies fears that Chad could descend irretrievably into chaos. The country is also facing a rebel incursion to the north and rebel group the Front for Alternation and Concord in Chad fighting to overthrow the military junta. The rebels recently offered to dialogue, an offer rejected by the ruling military Council. Thank you so much for watching. This is where I draw the curtains on the African news. Thanks for watching. You should have a good day.